lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When I've been magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do?
Coach, thanks. We're about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Strap in. This will be a good one. Two one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 21-yard line.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54.
Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ready, 21. Watch a slant. Check. Right there.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Marr able to put this one through. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Ballage. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Check right 21. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Hard. 36. Check. Lucky. Check safety.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Daniil Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try to apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Cohen. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, say, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Now Ryan. Throw left side complete. It's Cohen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
His throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They come out here in the I. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Conner. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Conner. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. James Conner, his 1st touchdown on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They look to throw. It's locked. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. Oh, he sheds himself free. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Check. Shoot. Hey, foxtrot. Let him go.
They run. This is Cohen. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain But that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
He's coming. We got double up. Space. Hey, express.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The kick by Marr is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Check 52. Bravo. 26, Mike. Go. Shoot.
Locked to throw on 2nd down. That ball complete to Isabella. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Ready? 30 base. Fair. Check 13. Hey, Echo. Go.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Look at me, zipper.
Blocked again here on 2nd and 10. The connecting here with DJ Chark. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Broncos.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
No. Rock it.
Block now on 1st down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Hey, team 6. Check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. No. I'm coming. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Again, it's Locke. Flushed out right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 24-yard line.
Check Mike 21. Hey, tight down. There you go. Check nickel. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Sam off. Kill. Turn up. Hey. Check the call. Hey, check Mike 21. Hey, Alpha. Rick, fire.
On 1st down, Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Right there in the middle, 55. Here we go.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. Finds his running back, James Conner. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row.
22. Hey, exit. Hey, South. Watching your five. Hey, defense, let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
1st down, a run with Cohen. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
11.
On first down, Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On second down, Connor looking for space. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a second and long after the holding call. From the gun, it's Ryan. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have two inbounds in the NFL.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Watch the screen. 55 mark, guy, 55. Watch the run. 51, down. Mine, 25.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he completes it to Cohen. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
A 42-yard attempt.
The kick by Maher is good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Mike, down.
Throwing again on second down. Lock. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Check, 53's Mike. Check, 53's Mike. Here we go, here we go.
From from the gun on third down. Locke able to find Isabella. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Go.
From midfield, here's Locke. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Throwing on first down is Locke. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
16 yards right off the bat with a first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Ryan to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Brings up third down and 20.
The Chargers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line. And now will they use a timeout? No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime. But can I just have a sip of water real quick? Please, thank you. All right, let's go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deidrin Sanat with a sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third and long, it's Locke. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brian Burns brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Exit. Hey, 59, ready. Got it. Get up.
Ryan. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Allen Robinson. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
22 jet bomber. Switch.
Here's a toss coming right, and he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
51. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Don't get nervous. Gun.
Now it's Ryan. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Brian Burns in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Army. Check. 53 is mic. Check. 53 is mic. You better bring it. You better. Hey, Haywood. Right now, you better bring it.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Single. Watch 10. Come on, watch 10.
Throwing now is Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nifty job there on the scramble. Got 12 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ready. 30 base. All day, every day, any day. Check. Greystone, Travis. Deep rip.
They run it with Balaj. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
X3, 218, chop it. Go. Step.
Locke working out of the gun. And that will be incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 80 weapon. Look, squeeze. Gone.
Lock gonna go on 4th down. And the Chargers rush is gonna get there. Down he goes. Maurice Hurst. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Ready, blue 80. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Check 24.
On 1st down. It's Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check. Hey, orbit.
Now Ryan. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 50.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
11.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
51, stop.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Allen Robinson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Broncos 6.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now he's flushed out left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Ready?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dalvin Tomlinson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Open man right side is Shark. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
And the Broncos 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that. Hey, Zoo. Give me that ball, defense. Go.
Clock now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. To throw on second and 10. Lock. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. But now it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. Now it's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Shark's got it left side. No gain there on the completion. Second and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
Go now. 50, plant.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
18 Gator. Hey, check. 5.
Now Locke again. Right side caught by Jackson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 18. Locke now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
5.
On first down, Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there. It's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Come on, QB, come on. 49-61, matchbox lights.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on. Third.
4 down. Here we go. Set. 70. Indy. Ready? Watch time. Tight end right. Everyone, you got 4 down.
Throwing his Locke on third down. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Hey, box drop, box drop. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Here we go, here we go. Get it.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Pick it up, guys, pick it up.
He finds Robinson. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Ready, check Mike 54, Mike 54. Guys. Bravo. Mike 54 is Mike. Check.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Rush in. Hey, echo. Rush in. Big edge. Deuce. Ready.
Now this time, Locke will throw. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Down. 30 base. Check Mike 21. Hey, watch the slant. Hey, check Mike 21. Hey, seam 6. Shoot.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, check, Mike 21.
Clock will try again on second down. He sets to fire deep. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. It's on Andre Dillard, first-round pick from Washington State. He was the second tackle taken in the draft. He's flagged there. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
Hey, let's get that ball. Hey, Alpha. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. It's our time. It's our time, guys. Let's go.
Lock to throw on second down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Andy Isabella, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
Hey, exit. Yes. Hey, wahoo!
Again, it's Locke. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. They try again with Cohen. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game. And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Mike 53. Let's go, Heavy. Topper. What you got, Smooth. Give me something.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, check Mike 21. Hey, I 7. Deep rip.
Locke now on 1st down. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. A good pickup there at 22. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. He'll hit Jackson, complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Hooked up by Jesse Bates. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The 1st down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. Again, it's Cohen. He's got room to run past the 20. He's at the 50, the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Tariq Cohen, 94 yards. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual
it.
guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Ready to break. Hey, lock it. Free bud. Showing it. Ready.
One final try for Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football.